We're here for the final race of round 1 of the Pennzoil Truck Series season number 3 chase at the Michigan International Speedway for the running of the Great Clips 200, and on the pole is the 20 James Ryan, who's outside the 77 of Jonathan Beeford. Then 30th Jeff Moses, 4th is Derek Hamill, and ranking out the top 5 is Jonathan Rains. Then 6th, one of your chasers, Michael Ferris, he's in as of now. 7th is Gustavo Rocha, 8th Isaac Nichols, 9th Christian Richardson, Luke Range just outside the cutoff, he's starting 10th though. For the rest of Jeff Beeford in second in points, Land Foreman has a good gap here coming into this race. Then Cole Luigi is barely in, and Keegan Thompson in the 51. They have Alex Stewart and Greg Lee. Dylan Mills and Justin Zeidel, your points leader, has a huge gap, so he's sitting comfortable. They have Michael Cantone, Ray Sir. Trey Rainey is one of them below. Riley Sprague-Tube is in. They have Colton Yo and Christian Parker. Jack Canaramo and William Seaman. Then Cynthia Bright is just in, and JJ Reed. Then there's James Dablito and Danny Bright. Xavier Sullivan Jr. and Keith Stevens. Then Alan Bowman and Tim Gary. Farmer running at the field. Griffin Lynn is going to need a great result or a win to get in. He's below, and Justin Ethan in the 3. 2's outside to start the Great Clips 200 here in Michigan. Let's go down track side and get the command to fire the engines.
On behalf of the many great folks at Bass Pro Shops, Tracker, and MB&A, gentlemen, start your engines!
Business as usual today, buddy. Nice and easy. Give your seatbelts a little tuck for me, buddy. You're ready to rock and roll. Buddy, be ready here now. Fill that thing out real good here for the first lap or so. Make sure you got a good feel for it.
Looks like some sort of mechanical problem on the 4 JJ Reed. He might not be able to start this race, so he's pulled onto the apron. So coming into this race, the 3 drivers out: Griffin in the 81, Trey Rainey in the 18, and Luke Rainey in the 88. However, the 88 and 18 are tied for the one spot below the cutoff. They're only 2 points behind Christian Richardson in the 22, only 3 points behind the 32 of Cole Luigi, and only 5 points behind the 57 of Cynthia Bright. So they can definitely both get in. Lynn's going to need a great result. He's many points back. Pace truck is in, 15 laps around Michigan, 2 miles. Who's going to make the second round of the Pennzoil Truck Series chase? Into the restart zone for your race leaders. Great flags in the air. We're racing at Michigan. Already 3 and even 4 wise. Derek Hill will bounce off the wall in a few trucks. He saves the truck, and we keep it going straight. Racer to the apron. James Ryan started on pole. He might lead them back, but look at this. Richardson, he said he's just above the cut line. He wants to lead left, get a bonus point, so he doesn't fall out. Moses into the wall. They keep it straight there. 4 wide for the race lead to the stripe. I believe Richardson got that lap led. That is a bonus point for him. But they're stacked up 3 and 4 wide in this packet. They're chasers. This is not going to end well. Ryan got into the wall. Your pulser. Cole Luigi wants a lap led. Now he wants a bonus point. Jonathan Rains almost spun there into Justin Zeidel, your points leader. Arocha into Michael Ferris. Truck sliding everywhere. Sir once again abandons down low into the apron. And meanwhile, Cole Luigi still trying to keep that race lead. But Keegan Thompson in the 51 coming down low along with Alex Stewart. Sir once again got into the apron. So once again going to back the field up. Down the front stretch. Lap number 2, gonna be led by Alex Stewart. Fenway's second in points, he's in by a good amount. He's coming to the bottom lane. Justin Zeidel, your points there, so he's definitely in by a good amount as well. Jonathan Rains, the non-chaser, is there. Greg Lee in the 99 is there in this Ford. Oh, Beeford got into the wall. Cole Luigi almost got spun out there by what looked like the 51 of Thompson. The 32 drops back. Now Justin Zeidel to the bottom lane for this race lead. Luke Range's been stuck in the middle of this whole race. I think he wants to get out of there because he is squirrely, just back and forth around in there. Truck gets very loose in that middle lane as Jonathan Range trying to get that push to get to the race lead. I don't think he did lead the lap, probably by not much. Michael Ferris in the 23 is a decent margin over that cough. He can never be too safe, though. A bonus point would be huge for him. But Greg Lee in the 99 has other choices. He's going to the bottom lane. Zeidel going around. He got Luke Rainey. Rainey gets spun around as well. One of the drivers outside. Cole Luigi involved. Zeidel, 3, 4, 5 chasers get spun around in the backstretch. Racer as well. Yellow flag is out, and how this is going to change everything. Look at them racing back, though. This could be a crash. Trey Rainey. Oh, Colton Yo got spun. Keeps that truck straight. Back in front. The 99 of Greg Lee leads us back. but the chase just taking a hit. Racer, looks like his day might be done. Richardson was just in, coming into the day. He's coming to pair along with Cole Luigi. Fenway and Luke Rainey have damage along with Justin Zidell. 5 chasers involved in a crash on the backstretch. And quite possibly, three of them could be ones out. Although Griffin Lynn, he's marching his way forward. Ooh, they spun back there. Bowman and Bright hitting, and Tim Gary got spun around. How's Ravis Burleytube now? Justin Heath got damages. Oh, watch out for these guys. The 13, the 88. They better slow down here. Those are 2 teammates. Fenway better get slowed down too. He doesn't want to hit another chaser. Looks like they do get slowed down nicely. Richardson's out. Richardson is done. Luigi, if he can get that truck repaired, he can possibly try and get back out there and keep that position above in points. So caution out. As trucks bounce off the wall, let's see how this caution was caused. Zidell, one of them with damage, along with 3-4 other chasers. With this type of racing, we knew it was going to happen. They were going 3, 4, and sometimes even 5 wide in the pack. And Zidell on the 13 is going to get maybe a push up the track right there by Lam Fenway in the 93, and into the wall for that 13 down. They get a spin down to the 22 and the 88. Rainey shoots back up across the track, gets to the wall. Code Luigi right there, bounced off a few trucks. Richardson right there. Oh, the 93 got hit right there by Racer, and that's going to take the... Oh, that's where Luigi got most of his damage after the 5 kind of plowed into him after getting hit. And 5 chasers to go spinning on the backstretch, 2 of which were the front 2 points, and then the other 3 were barely in. This could take a twist on it. Trey Rainey could possibly be in a good position. Griffin Lynn could be in a good position trying to get up there. Cole Luigi and Richardson's now possibly going to be out. Luke Rainey, if that truck's not up to speed, he could possibly be out. Let's go on board with some of these 5 chasers. First, Justin Zidell, the 13, your points leader. So he got hit hard in this crash. And I think we're lucky it was only a 6-truck crash and not all 10 chasers spin down towards the inside. Cole Luigi in the 32 just in as they came into this race, but now it's going to be on setback. And see, he's fine right there. He just got spun around right here. The 5 is going to come. Yeah, right there. He had already hit one of the... I think he hit the 22, and that's what got most of the damage to the 32. Richardson, the 22, is not on board, so he got hit pretty hard. It doesn't look that bad but from the inside, probably a lot of damage to that 22. Let's go on board with Luke Rain, the 88. He was out coming into this race. Another bad chase for this 88 team. But can they try and rebound? And he was ahead of the crash. He was in the middle lane the whole race. He just never could get out of it. And Mill's not really the place you want to be. He can't go anywhere. Hopefully there's not too much damage to these trucks. They can be able to continue on up to speed at least, or just hope for another crash to somehow happen. And then Fenway the 93, second in points. Got damage as well. I really think he kind of pushed the 13 up the track and then got into him. I really think that's what happened. Oh, right, yeah. He was the one that got hit by the 5. Fenway's the one that got hit by the 5. He spun down, and he was far behind the other chasers and has some pretty significant damage. Back in front, it was a battle between Greg Lee and Jonathan Beeford. Lee leads us back to the stripe. They'll stay on the racetrack. The 99 truck out front for this restart. It's going to come around halfway in the race. We'll go back in lap number 9. Greg Lee in the 99 is out front. So from that crash, Racer is out, and Christian Richardson, one of your chasers, radiator issues. He'll be out of the race. He could possibly fall below the cut line. Other chasers at the back, Code Luigi in the 32. He's possibly below the cut line now. Landon Fenway in the 93, although he had a pretty good margin. Luke Rain, the 88, possibly going to be out as of now. And Justin Zidell, he had a pretty good margin as well. So we still have 33 trucks on the lead lap. All those chasers are on the lead lap. And Isaac Nichols had a header let go as they were coming to take the 1 to go signal. So he's going to be out of this race. That's more points for chasers. Up front, Greg Lee in the 99. Second will be Jonathan Beeford. Third, Michael Ferris, your first chaser. Then Alex Stewart in 4th, and Jonathan Rains 5th. Then Jeff Moses in 6th, Jennifer Beeford 7th, Keegan Thompson 8th, James Tablito 9th, and William Steven rounds out the top 10. Inside the top 10, Michael Ferris is the only chaser for the restart zone for Greg Lee. We're back racing. Green flag and some wheel spin there. Jonathan Beeford and Michael Ferris might go 3 wide. And Beeford went to the high side. Ferris went even higher, all the way up against the wall for that 23 truck. I don't know if I would be taking risks on Ferris because I'm probably in by a pretty good margin as of now. For the race lead, Alex Stewart in the 17 with a push from Jonathan Rains in the 1. Rains again a push from Jeff Moses. Down the backstretch, 3 wide for that race lead. Looks like the 32 is very well off pace along with the 88. Rains A push up the track from Jeff Moses in the 33. Moses making his way through. Down the front stretch, Stabolito goes all the way to the bottom lane. That 7 truck, he's challenging. Keegan Thompson in the 51, pushing him forward. Jonathan Beeford goes down low. Gustavo Rocha is down low. Can Greg Lee get down low in that 99? Truck into the wall was the 17 of Alex Stewart, and they are stacking up once again. This could be another crash. Trucks all over the place. They come down the backstretch. Stewart popped the wall pretty good. Falls back, but no crash. Jonathan Beeford 3 wide to the bottom lane. Coming to 5 laps to go. So if they're gonna crash, it's gonna have to happen here, and it might. Lee forces it 4 wide for the race lead. Stabolito's way up against the wall. If he hits it and comes down, he does hit it. He comes down, but no one was down there. Trucks are bending into the apron. 5 to go. The yellow comes out. The race is over, and Michael Canto's right now in the race lead. Dylan Mills onto the apron. If he can come back up without causing a crash, be shocked. Oh, Lynn in the 81 gets spun around in front of the field. He saves the truck. We keep it green for now. They're stacking them up. I don't know how we haven't crashed. Mills is still slowed down low as they're going 3 wide again. Jack around. They're still on the apron back there. Dylan Mills and Christian Parker are playing around. Oh, they're wrecking in 3 and 4. That's going to bring out the caution. Chaser's involved. Cynthia Bright involved. How is this going to impact the chase? Back in front. Canaramo is going to win at Michigan. Jack Canaramo may have just won as the 57 is done. And others have pretty heavy damage. They were crashing for about a lap and a half, and they didn't know it. Griffin Lynn was sideways in 1 and 2 and saved the truck somehow, some way. And my oh my, Jack Canaramo is going to get the victory lane if something happens to that 2 truck. He's going to win. And your highest finishing chaser, I don't even know where that is. And the craziness, the chaser didn't even finish in the top 10 factors. Griffin Lynn 13th, then Trey Rainey in 15th. Michael Ferris in 18th, Sprayly Tube in 20th, Landon Fenway, Justin Seidel, and they go even further back, Luke Range 27th, Cole Luigi is right now on pit road. I don't know if he has damage or what, but if I'm him, I'm trying to get every point I can. I don't want to be on pit road right now because of some of these damaged trucks. Oh, and he's done. He must have made some sort of contact, and that could change because I thought that maybe he could have gotten enough points to get ahead of the 57 as shot, but now I don't know about that. So as they're coming to take 3 to go, let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Cynthia Bright is one of them involved. Her day's done, along with many others. So let's see how this crash was caused. Well, I talked about those trucks on the apron. We knew going into turn 3 that was not going to be good. Dylan Mills and Christian Parker are way down low on the apron. They're going to come up, and I believe they're going to cause a crash. Oh, they were checking up for it. Hamill did not get the message. Oh, look. Oh, hard hits. About 6 trucks hard to the outside wall. Cynthia Bright, Tim Gary, Derek Hamill. I believe Gary was slowing because he saw the trucks come back up, and Hamill did not get the message in time and rear-ended that 10. And look at Colton Yo, James Ryan, your pole sitter, Alex Stewart, but Cynthia Bright, the chaser, is the most important one in that. I want to know if the 32 actually got damage, or if he just decided to end it. He's way back. He's really off pace. Coming to the crash, he just pulled down pit road. Yeah, so he had no contact, but he just decided to end the race there. That's pretty strange there. If I were him, I would have stayed out on the racetrack because I could have gained so many points on Cynthia, I possibly could have advanced. But now I don't know about it. It's going to be very close for some of these drivers to advance. So Jack Canaramo is going to come take 2 to go. We'll come back at the white flag lap and see Canaramo cross the checkered flag. Well, here it is. Coming through 3 and 4, Jack Canaramo will win in the Pennzoil Truck Series with Keith Stevens behind him in second, Jennifer Buford, Greg Lee, and Michael Canto rounding out the top 5. A wild and insane Michigan race this was. What a wild race to end round number 1. And coming off of turn number 4, Jack Canaramo can see the checkered flag. He knows he has it. He can coast it from there. Canaramo in the number 2 truck for Richard Childress Racing is going to win here in the Great Clips 200 at Michigan. Canaramo across the checkered flag. He's your winner. And the rest of the field coming across. Let's go check the finishing results and who advanced in the 3 that are out. Here are the finishing results from the Great Clips 200 at Michigan. There were 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 6 lead changes among 6 different drivers. Jack Canaramo gets up front at the end to win here at Michigan with Keith Stevens behind him in second, Jennifer Buford in third, Greg Lee in fourth, leading the most laps of 6, rang out the top 5 Michael Canto. Then 6th there was Jonathan Buford, Danny Bright in 7th, Jonathan Rains in 8th, James Stablio in 9th, and Keegan Thompson rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. As you see there, the chaser's not having a good day. Not even one chaser inside the top 10. Your first chaser, the 81 Griffin Lynn, in the 13th position. And my, oh my, this chase came down to the wire. I have never seen anything like it yet. So, and also a fun fact, no driver inside the top 5 started inside the top 10. So that's, you finished in the top 5 and you didn't even start in the top 10. That just shows how wild this Michigan race was. Look down and see the rest of the chasers, and that 28 cars finished on the lead lap, and only 29 finished running as James Ryan, your pole ends up 29th lap down. Cole Luigi had a piston issue. That's why he retired from the race in the 30th position. Cynthia Bright was involved in the crash at the end, 32nd, and Chris Richardson in 34th. And we look at the right side of the screen, and you see the 3 drivers that are out: Christian Richardson, Griffin Lynn, and Cynthia Bright. However, it was a tie at the cut line. Cynthia Bright and Cole Luigi both had 78 points after this race, but because Cole Luigi is ranked higher with the more chase points, Luigi gets the nod, and he's into the next round over a tiebreaker. That is amazing. That's something we have not seen yet, and just showing how competitive this series is. Richardson, who was eliminated, was only 4 points behind Cole Luigi, who had 78 points. So advancing, Justin Zeidel, Landon Fenway, Michael Ferris, Riley Spurley-Tube, Trey Rainey, along with Luke Rainey and Cole Luigi. Those two, Rainey and Cole Luigi, lucky, but those chase points helped them out. Luigi had 10, and Luke had 16. That's what helped him out, because Cynthia had 5, Lynn had 9, and but Chris Richardson had 13. That still didn't help him out. He did not have a very solid chase. He had one good race, but the others were bad. So that's your 7 drivers that are advancing. My, oh my, what a race that was. It all came down to the wire. If Cole Luigi had finished 1 spot lower in any of those races, he would have been eliminated. Cynthia Bright maybe led a lap this race. She would have made it. So my, oh my, comes down to it. Now it's a clean slate. Chase points added back on. Fenway's going to be our chase points there once again, with Ferris, Rainey, Zeidel, Luigi, Spurley-Tube, and Trey, all with a realistic shot at getting into the Final Four at Homestead. And we're going to start the second round of the chase out at Pensacola for the Can-Am 250. It's going to be a wild round filled with craziness and unpredictability. See you guys then.